And this YouTube live stream, we are discussing how to get the most out of your games when in while adjusting your PC in-game settings. If this is your first time here, I am Terrence, the host and operator here of this channel and live stream. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a while since we've been live, in the process still of the great relocation, if you will. Pardon if the chops are a little rusty here, but we're going to jump right into it. Again, if this is your first time, we traditionally do not, or if this is your first time here and you're watching on a replay, we traditionally do not go live on this particular day of the week. That is a Sunday here. Typically, the live show will return in its traditional format. That is every Saturday. On top of that, we also have our upcoming members only, or I guess it's not a members only, but it's a members call-in show where masters or subscribers who have signed up for the channel membership in the masters tier will be able to come on board and come right here on the screen and like engage in a designated topic or conversation. And on top of that, we will also have like collaborations and other guests, hopefully maybe even from the industry. So we'll see if that's something you're interested in. You can check out the links down in the description box below. A lot of helpful information there to help you get caught up, depending on depending on where you are in your journey into becoming a PC gamer. Maybe you just started out. Maybe you've been, you've been a victim of the current GPU situation, whereas silicon is dry. There's not as many graphics cards available at MSRP, both the new and used market. I have a really interesting video that I'm going to do it in a different format, if you will. So again, do be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, or if this is your first time here on the channel for future content. And you can also check out some of the most recent content. I did a vlog, if you will, in a particular format. Speaking of formats, that was fun. I recommend you check that video out too. You can find it in the most recent playlist, in either in the description box or on the homepage here of the channel. So again, if this is your first time and you're a replay viewer, let me know down in the replay that give me a hashtag replay viewer. And at any point during this live stream, if you have any questions about anything discussed throughout the duration of this live stream, leave a timestamp down in the comment section below, and I will respond to your comments. I respond to all comments here. It's one of my, I would say it's one of my favorite things to do, but it's like one of my second favorite things to do here as a content creator, because the other part is going live. So it really, it really bummed me. It was a bummer that I had to temporarily put the live show on hold, but here we are in the new year. Happy New Year to you. If I didn't tell you, in the comment section or on other socials or other social media platforms, Happy New Year to you. We're in the year 2022, and essentially a lot has remained the same, or that's carried over from 2019 and 2020, and right in 2021 as well, right here into the 2020 into the new year, into the year 2022. So we're going to talk about that in a separate video. That's not the purpose of this live stream. The purpose of this live stream was to, one, dust off the old live chaps and get caught up with the community first and foremost, and get back into the habit of going live. I did want to do a few mobile live streams, and that's still within the realm of possibility. That is something I still may consider doing. So if that's also something you want me to do more of, tell me down in the comment section below, or you can tell me in the community tab over there. We also have a poll that I would like for you to participate in. You, the replay viewer. Like, I could be talking to one person. I'd be okay with that, but I'm talking to you, the replay viewer. I want you to head over to the community tab section at some point, either if you can't stay for the duration of this live stream, or you need to at the conclusion of this live stream, to head over to the community tab post and participate in the poll over there, because I'm going to feature the results in said upcoming video. So, and I'll also, shout out anybody who comments and provides their additional take if some of the options, some of the pre-selected or pre-written, options, you don't agree with them. Maybe you think that you have a different opinion on the situation. So I would love for you to head over there at some point and provide your feedback. But in this YouTube live stream, we are going to discuss how to manage your in-game settings to, get the most performance out of your games. It's a strategy, if you will. Cloud says, Zazzy, it's good to see you, Cloud. Cloud gets the air horn. It's good to see you, Cloud. Cloud says gangsta. I try to be, man. I try to be, fam. But in this YouTube, oh, and welcome, Cloud. Again, I was just speaking of that we're talking about in this YouTube live stream, how to get the most for your most out of your game, or how to get games, or how to get more performance in your games by taking advantage of the opportunity to adjust your in-game settings. Cloud says, bro, do you remember me? Absolutely, absolutely. I remember I rapped for you, Cloud. Cloud gets the round of applause though for showing up, man. I appreciate it. I know this isn't your first time here, and yeah, Cloud. I remember I did a freestyle for you. I think I might have hung up the freestyling. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna bring that into the year 2022, but we'll see. We'll see. But in this YouTube live stream, um, we're going to discuss adjusting your in-game settings to find that balance where if you don't have, a beefy setup or a high-end graphic solution, but you still want to play games so long as you meet the, say, GPU minimum requirement, because that will vary for each game depending on how detailed and graphic and or how detailed the game is. More so, that will affect your graphics and your VRAM allotment or your utilization. This is why most modern games now we see coming with a GPU requirement of at least 4 GB, right? Of at least 4 GB. And that's because even at quite possibly 720p low settings, it still may require 3.5, gigabytes of dedicated VRAM just to be able to run the game at 1080p or even 720p. So that obviously depends on the game, but when you're dealing with games that aren't as well optimized, Battlefield 2042, I'm looking at you. Bad Habit is good to see you. Bad Habit gets the air horn. It's good to see you. Is it good to see you, Bad Habit? Bad Habit says, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you too, fam. It's good to see you, Bad Habit. It's been a while since we've been live, and slowly getting the setup acclimated to gear up and get ready for our traditional live streaming content, and of course the upcoming call-in member show. Which again, if I'm also toying with the idea that if you're not yet a master, some day ones that are here with us now will still be able to just come on as possibly a special guest and interact with some of the masters in that membership tier. But it's good to see you though, Bad Habit. Happy New Year to you as well, fam. Again, I know we had talked over it in the last video I published in 2021. If you haven't seen it, yeah, again, check, head over there. Don't leave now, because we're going to hopefully finish up Alien Isolation, as I would love to hear some of you guys and gals feedback who are here right now in the chat, are here also on the replay, who are also on the replay. I'd like to hear your feedback. Like, how do you overcome this issue when you're not possibly getting FPS that's playable for you within your hardware configuration? Tell me, what are some of the steps you take as we jump into the conversation here and load up Alien Isolation, because I was saying hopefully we'll be able to finish the game. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to try to stick around and finish it as we dive deep into this conversation, y'all, because I'm pumped. I'm hyped. I also see Cloud put $2 on the table. I believe that was a $2 super chat. Thanks. And Cloud gets the super chat rap. Let's play it for him one more time. Oh no, super chat. Oh, okay. Oh no, we're gonna fix that real quick, fam. We're gonna fix that real quick. All right. Let's see. No. All right. Don't worry. We're gonna get it, because you're gonna get the super chat rap. We will give you the air horn. I believe the air horn's working. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and you know what? I expected to. Bad Habit, of course. Bad Habit says, life throwing curveballs at me and just trying to get back to myself. Here's to better 2022. You know what? I totally totally resonate with you on that one, fam. Big time. 2021, while just being, in terms of being a YouTuber, being a content creator, it's been fantastic. I've had some of the best moments in 2021 as a content creator since I've started this journey, since I started making videos and just making content online. But there's also I have a personal life and family and other things, and life does happen. And like you said, you just got to get back to yourself. Bad habit. You you come off as if you come off as an individual who seems well rounded and that's able to get back on track and get back to where you need to be. Trust me, fam, I am right there with you, and that's why I said the content though won't stop. Oh no, the super chat rap though will. All right, well, I'm gonna give it to you live. Thanks for the super chat. Uh-huh. Now you got a super rap. There you go. Because maybe no. Okay, yeah, something's up with Stream Deck. Stream Deck wants to be non-compliant right now. Let me see. Maybe if I oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I might be able to fix it real quick. You never know. We might get more super chats, yo. So it's only right that it's fixed. And I think I might have solved it. Let's see. Uh-huh. There you go, Cloud. You got it twice. You got it live and you got it on record. But awesome. Cloud says, I don't think he saw my donate. Yeah, my bad. I saw the comment late, a little late. Sorry, I don't have my other monitor up, but yeah. But either way, thanks again, Cloud, for the super chat. Appreciate you, fam. But we were discussing how to get more FPS in your games by adjusting your settings. And believe it or not, this is still a strategy used on higher end setups or higher end graphics cards. Most importantly, for games that aren't properly optimized to say take advantage of a graphics card with 10 gigabytes or more of VRAM, which is along the lines of most RTX 30 series cards, and of course all RX 6000 series cards, with the exception of the 6500 XT and the 600 XT. But for the most part, games are able to take advantage of at least typically 8 gigabytes or more, especially at higher resolutions than say 1080p. 1080p you can typically get away with in most less demanding games like Fortnite, especially Minecraft. I mean, you could play that on essentially a potato. But games that aren't as graphically demanding, say, I can't know one that comes to my mind, can't think of it, but let's look at older games, for example, say Halo 2 on PC. Some of the older Call of Duties, for example, those won't require as much VRAM, say, as Cyberpunk 2077 to run at a higher resolution. And even if you do have a beefy graphics card, which we learned this at when Cyberpunk 2077 dropped, even if you do have a beefy graphics card, you still may need to adjust your settings, because running the game at max settings, just because you have you meet the VRAM utilization, or you meet the VRAM requirement, right? Say it's 6 gigabytes or more at 1440p. You meet the VRAM requirements, so you're able to, you know, at least get over that obstacle. But when the game isn't as well optimized, you need to balance your settings so you're utilizing both your CPU and your graphics card. Kidzu, it's good to see you. I believe that's a Zion. Kidzu, it's good to see you. Kidzu says, yo, what's happening, everyone? Kidzu gets the air horn. What's happening, Zion? I believe that's Zion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's Zion. Just give me a press one in the chat if I'm correct. But it's good to see you. We were discussing, how to manage your PC game settings to get more performance. If you have a bottleneck situation, right? Let's say the game is more CPU optimized and it wants to utilize your CPU more than your graphics card. Well, you would in that case want to turn up settings that will, say, affect textures and the environment, because that will put more of the load, that will put more on that will put more of the load first on your graphics card and less on the CPU at the same time, so that the graphics card is working harder than the CPU, regardless if the game is CPU demanding or not. That is essentially what you want. You want your graphics card working, all the time, unless you're playing a competitive based game, which just throw that out the window. If you're playing a competitive based game, then you're going to want to run your graphic settings in probably the lowest possible form to get as many FPS as possible. And typically for competitive gamers, when they do that, their systems are configured with fast CPUs, because in that scenario, that is what you would want. If you want to play competitive based games at a lower graphic settings, then you want a fast CPU, because say if you're playing it at 1920p or 1080p, 1920 by 1080p. See, y'all, you can tell it's been a while. If you're playing it at 1920 by 1080p, low settings, right? Let's say that's Rainbow Six Siege or Call of Duty Warzone, for example. In that case, you would want a fast CPU, because if your graphics card is more superior than your CPU, when you're running the game at that lower setting, even at that resolution, your CPU is still required to do the work first. This is why in some benchmark videos you may see benchmark channels test CPU, test games at their lowest possible setting, and that's to when it's compared against two CPUs, that is to see this, or to distinguish the performance output between the two, because they're both being pushed to their max. In that case, you want to introduce a CPU bottleneck. This is also a tactic and strategy that's used if you play on higher refresh rate monitors, for example. Kidzu says, "Yep, that would be me." All right, it's good to see you. What's up, Zion? Zion gets a round of applause for popping in on this pop-up live stream. I don't know who all is going to pop up. I don't know how many of y'all going to pop up, but we're going to be here. And as we jump into the conversation a bit more, I tell you what, let's jump right over into some Alien Isolation. Pardon the mirror there. And here we go. We're going to fire right up. Now, y'all might as well get ready to roast me now, because I I haven't played this game in a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. So, and I had a feeling that we were close or near the end. Oh, wow, look at that. GPU at 0. Oh man, what's going on there? All right. Let's see how much that, if that has any effect on performance. See, that's the beauty of going live. Something can go wrong, it will. I might just need to restart the game, or quite possibly the computer, which we're not going to do that, because then it, of course, will end the live stream. And we're not going to do that. We're going to press right on forward with it. So, all right. It's been a while, but okay. I was saying, I know we were at the end. I could just tell, because for one, the game started getting harder. That's a clear sign. The game started getting harder, and the music started amped up. The stakes started getting higher. All right, let's see. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if the game is too loud or not. It is pretty loud in my ear. All right. I forgot, because I was supposed to be going up here. If I remember correctly, I go through that door and there's an alien. All right, I gotta remember the controls here. All right, there we go. That's the biggest one. So I guess we gotta go through this door. But the alien was there, if I remember correctly. Okay. Yeah. So extend the maintenance rig. I think that's what we have to do here. I thought we did all this though. Nope, I kept dying. All right. All right. And then the alien pops up somewhere. I remember all of this. All right. I am on my Asus 4K monitor. Had to put aside the ultra wide for a while. I do miss it though. There's nothing wrong with 4K. Oh, see. Oh my gosh, I jumped. There we go. Okay, that I do remember. Okay. All right. See, that's a scripted event, and because the alien just disappears after this. It couldn't have gone all the way down there that fast. All right, but I'm going to go down there, because I think I got to go. Yep, got to go this way. Let me go down. There it goes. Oh, no, don't want that. Nope. And there's more than one. That is spicy. There's more than one of them, too. Up there it goes. I am terrified. Up, does it see me? It sees me. Uh, how was I supposed to walk past? How was I supposed to walk past? Like, how was I supposed to? Should I just? How was I supposed to walk past? Ay, ay, ay. All right. So I have to extend the maintenance rig one more time. And go through. Yep, because it's a scripted event. So if I run, I wonder if the alien will pop up. Nope, it won't. Okay. See, it's up. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay. So I can't just sprint there. We actually got to walk. We got to take our time, y'all. So I still have to crawl? That's insane. See what I'm saying? How the game just got harder? Am I going the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. And I got to crawl. First of all, I don't understand how we went from like one alien. Oh, I do remember way back in the game we made our way underneath of the I think there was like a basement or something like that where there were eggs we had to destroy. I don't know. All right, this time we crawled. And I haven't made it this far. And I'm guessing, this is my best guess, that we're close to the end. And I don't even know where the alien came from. Right here. This guy. This guy. Oh, fuel. Nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, just in case, there's nothing wrong because I ran as y'all see, we ran out last match and I was just completely defenseless against the alien. I had nothing to defend myself against the alien with. Whoa. Okay, so there goes the scripted event. Let's make our way down here. We're going to jump into my settings here. Although I will say Alien Isolation, it's a game that it can run on a potato. It's not that demanding. So even when I was playing at 3440 by 1440p, I ran the game at max settings. Now I am streaming it at 1920 by 1080p, which I'm hoping to. Wow, how did it get up here? It's still right there. Okay. So yeah, I'm streaming the game at 1920 by 1080p, but I am rendering it at 4K. Oh, look at that, y'all. More flamethrower ammunition. Let's go. Let's reload. I should have went back up there and saved because that had to be like a random spawn. Let's find out. But hopefully here I'll be able to start streaming the games in 4K. That'd be great. Oh man. See, there's two of them. There goes one, there goes the other one. I, what do you do? It's gonna come back around. Yep. Dang. And there goes the other one. Something tells me the developers on this game, it must have been too easy with like one, so they said let's just make it hard and throw two in the mix, just just because one was too easy. And here come the other one. Does it see me? Oh my gosh! Don't turn around! Don't turn around, bruh. Fam, all that. We've never made it this far. I'm like, what? Oh shoot. Go underneath there. Can they grab you out? They can pull me out from underneath here, can't they? If it sees me? Oh snap. I don't know why I'm holding my breath. I'm not even trying to move or nothing. It's like it sees me. Wow. No way. See, like, I don't know how am I supposed to get around there? They both like right there. Oh snap! Is it an event? It must be an event. All right, yo, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out. I'm I'm terrified though. All right, I'm gonna do it. No, 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 no. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Like these things have an unfair advantage. They can just look at that. I'd have been beat. All right, now I'm gonna make a break. It's like on underneath. All right, I'm going. Oh snap! Where's it at? Oh snap! Yep, time to go. Get the suit. Woo! Woo! Whoa! Oh snap! What? I don't. How do you get past that part? Y'all see this, right? But I was saying how this game isn't as graphically demanding as, most other titles. So for me, in my in-game settings, even if I wanted to play this game at say 4K and I didn't have a beefy graphics card, or say a graphics card even at like 4 GB of dedicated VRAM, I would for one definitely turn off VSync. Level of detail is where I would start because you necessarily don't need your games to run at ultra. To most eyes, it's hard to distinguish between, say, high settings or even like medium high settings and ultra settings. Some games you can tell, but if the game, say for example, Alien Isolation, to me the game looks good even at 1080p. I thought at the time it looked good even on a console. Although I didn't want to play it on the console, it was one of the games where I purposely said I'm going to wait until I can play that on PC. Uh, I would start there. I would start there because you may not need to run your games, say at high settings. You can get away with a lower level of detail, and that's to say give yourself to not work your graphics card as hard, to not put as much strain on your GPU because while you may be able to run your game at ultra settings, but how much of an FPS hit are you taking by getting just a minor bit of extra detail? So level of detail is always a good place to start. And for Alien Isolation, it's like universal. Some games you have like you can change the detail in your models, the environment, water, foliage, your grass, different topography within the game. So, and a good example of this is GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Like I benchmarked Red Dead Redemption 2 and that 5800X build we did for Sparta Rules, still a classic watch. I still recommend you watch that. That video is definitely down in the description box below, but still a classic watch and a lot to learn from that video. But we benchmarked Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1440p and 1080p, and just the different graphic settings that are available to you is actually a little bit overwhelming, but it is a good place to start if you wanted to say run Red Dead Redemption 2. You meet the minimum, at least the minimum required, hardware specifications to run that game, Red Dead Redemption 2, but it doesn't really run at a playable FPS. Playable meaning for a PC, that should be at least 2x in the performance output of a console. So even on a potato-esque like system or a system that doesn't necessarily have a beefy graphics card, still like a GPU under 4 GB, or not under, I say under 60 GB of dedicated VRAM, you may need to compromise. We talked a lot about that in 2021 during the whole GPU shortage situation. You may need to compromise. And another perfect example of this is given the fact that, well, most PC users who are still, say, on 7 series NVIDIA cards or 3 and 500 series AMD cards and 900 to 10 series, 900 to 10 or 10 series NVIDIA GPUs, a lot of you are eager and was patiently waiting to say skip over the RX 5000 or the RX 5700 XT and those GPUs for NVIDIA's next generation. And while maybe the 20 series wasn't for you, and then the 20 Super series came out and was still a little bit overpriced, maybe you said, I'll wait until next generation. And here we are. And while those graphics cards aren't available, you still likely find yourself with your graphics card that you were looking to let go or say upgrade and improve on to get more performance out of your games. So if that is you and you want to play games like Red Dead Redemption 2, we're using Alien Isolation here, which isn't a good example, I guess, or a better example or the best kind of example, simply because it doesn't have as many graphic settings you can change or choose from, minus your particles, which you see in this game. In this game, it has a lot between the different fire and like the smoke and the lights that are bouncing off, because while at times the game may look like it supports ray tracing or RTX, and on NVIDIA side or FSR on AMD side, simply because of how the same space screen reflection technology or AI is working in the background, is giving this illusion like it is ray tracing, and it essentially is not. So that's how particles affects your quality. Now, this is likely going to put more of a strain on your CPU simply because it is using a simulation process. It's actually simulating those particles to give this effect here, not necessarily rendering them. So your graphics card isn't being put to work here. Well, yes, it does need to say render the textures of, let's say, the fire, for example, but how fluid the fire is and how those particles are reacting is going to actually be a combination of both the CPU and GPU, your CPU first. Same thing with shadow mapping. Typically, anything shadow related is a CPU requirement from my experience, especially in games like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, just from benchmarking that game, along with shadow map resolution. You can see here I have all three of those set to ultra. Like the game is just running at its ultra quality. Again, maybe you don't have, let's say you have a R9, a 200 series R9 graphics card, 3 gigabytes, somewhere along those lines, and you still want the game to be playable. Maybe you still have a 60 hertz monitor. You want to try to be as close to your monitor's refresh rate. It's what I recommend. And so you may need to find yourself adjusting your in-game settings. It may seem like a burden, right? A burden. We talked about this. It may seem like a burden, but it's not. It's not, fam. It's actually a benefit to being a PC gamer. And give me a minute here. I'm actually going to bring the chat up here. Try to bring the chat up just to make sure I'm not missing everybody. I see Thunder and Butterknife popped out. It was good to see y'all. It's good to see you. Good to see you. What's happening? But yeah, depending on what your graphics card is and CPU too. Maybe you don't have a fast CPU. Maybe you were able to upgrade your CPU since you weren't able to upgrade your graphics card. Then being able to find that balance may be a little easier for you, because if your CPU is faster than your graphics card, then even in a game like Alien Isolation, you still want to try to put as much graphic load onto the GPU as possible, so long as you're not exceeding its VRAM limitation, which most modern games are pretty good with setting your auto setting your settings to the right graphic settings. That's said settings like 3 times, but it'll set your in-game settings in the best possible layout so that you're getting the best possible experience. You can go in there and still make adjustments and changes here and there, because let's say you just want to play your game at low settings. Maybe graphic fidelity isn't as big as a concern for you as getting more FPS. There are a lot of different gamers who have that that notion where it's FPS over graphics. Me, I like to find a balance. It's what I recommend. If you too weren't sure what kind of gamer you were, you say, well, I'm not quite sure, Lab. I like, what are FPS? Frames per second, the higher the better. If you're playing games like Apex Legends, while yes, you could play them on a console, which is likely like 900p, to achieve 60 FPS consistently. And you could very much well match that over on a console, lower your resolution. If you necessarily don't need or want to render the game at 1080p, you can lower your resolution to say 1280 by 720, or add like a weird mix between like 1900 by 900p, something to that extent. But you can match and still exceed the performance output of a console, even if you run the game at the same resolution that the console is rendering it at. Excuse me. Excuse me for a second. Ooh. There you go. I told you I was been around. I got to shake off the cobwebs. But you could still, if you render the game at the same resolution as being rendered on a console, turn off VSync, vertical sync, then you could still get an FPS output that's going to 2x or exceed that of a console. That's one of a good rule of thumb that we like to see, or that we like to recommend, especially newbies who don't have the budget to splurge on $1,000 plus system, or a $1,500 system, or a $2,000 system. Maybe they want a more modest system, say a system with an APU, which anywhere from between like the 2400G, in my opinion, all the way up to most modern AMD Ryzen APUs are solid choices depending on the type of gamer you are. If you play games like Roblox, I believe it was Kid Zoo who dropped in the chat and said something about Roblox. If you play games like, Roblox, then you don't necessarily need a dedicated graphics card. You won't necessarily need a dedicated graphics card if you want to play games like Minecraft and even Fortnite. We were playing Fortnite on Mrs. Mod's laptop, which has an 11th generation i5, a mobile 11th generation i5 chip, no dedicated graphics card, just the integrated Intel HD graphics, and the game was being ran at 700p or 720p, and I believe it was anywhere between 25 to 30 FPS, and it was still playable. Everything was turned to low quite naturally, 3D resolution on the way down, what have you. It was very potato-ish, but I was able to get 8 kills and finish like top 4, so it still very much was a playable experience. Butterknife says, I'm glad to see that the stream is going good. Well, I do appreciate it, Butterknife. Butterknife gets the air horn. All right, so let me jump back here again. Shout out to our replay viewers if you're watching. If you have any questions about, in-game settings as we keep going. And I'm trying to finish this here. Let me see. Whoa, y'all. Remember, I got to crawl because... And see, it's so scripted. It doesn't even appear there until you flip the switch. Like Drake. All right, so let me go back. Still got to crawl even here. See, like even here, this fire right here is being simulated using the AI is being simulated by tapping into the power of the CPU. Now the graphics card is still going to render, the flame to give it that, look, but how the particles are reacting right now, well, that's relied on the CPU. Even at 4K, you can see, ignore GPU utilization and memory. That's just a bug in an MSI Afterburner. But you can even see GPU utilization is still high. Now, I am streaming, sure, but for a game that's being rendered at 4K, CPU utilization is still very much a factor, as it's still required to handle those tasks in the background. Which it's not showing now, but you would see, 100% GPU utilization at this resolution. All right, let's give it a whirl here. Let's see what we got. All right, we can pick up the flamethrower again. And this time I'm going to save. Should I save now, or I'm going to save once we go down? No, I'm going to save now. I'm going to save now so we don't have to go through all that again with her talking to Elaine and all that other jazz. We're going to save now. But for all those who were able to join for this pop-up live stream, do me a favor. Whoa. You would think I'd been used to it by now, but I'm still not. Still not. Let's reload just in case. I still think that was cheap how the alien got me. Like, I was in the place we needed to go, and like, this game really tests your patience. It's like I have to crawl through that little area to make it there because they're like constantly roving. We're gonna take up all these again. You can never have enough flamethrower, though I doused it and it didn't do anything. Alright, we're gonna crawl down here. So you gotta go real slow, fam. Look at that. Was there more flamethrower in here? No. Which don't even matter because I wonder if I have noisemaker. Can I make some noisemakers? Let's make some noisemakers. Maybe that could help us somehow, some way. Alright, we got a couple of them. Alright. Alright. I can still hear it. Well, nope, I went the wrong way. Where'd it go? Oh man, did I miss it? It's just gonna pop up out of nowhere. Where's it at? It's wow. This is what I'm saying about this game, where it just feels like it just got harder for no reason towards the end here. And I'm glad we saved, man. Oh my gosh. I didn't save for, after getting the other flame or, the other fuel cells, but yikes. Where did it even come from? I guess up there. I guess they're gonna try to say it's up there. No, it's scripted. It's scripted nonsense is what it is. Alright, let me go down. Let's go down here. I was saying before I was jump scared to be sure to hit the like button for me. Even on our pop-up live streams, I leave them as they are. It's not recommended, but I do believe in do as I say and not as I do. But I like, to leave it up so the viewer can get as closest to an experience as a live viewers got. But we're tracking right on through. I'm gonna head down here. See, now I should go back up there and save, but I would have to run. And if I run, the alien is just gonna pop up again. So we just gotta go extra slow. Wow, I didn't even get more flamethrower stuff this time. Okay. Yep. It didn't spawn that time. Wow. Wow. So if the alien pops up right there, too, what am I supposed to do? Let's do it. Oh boy. I'm gonna go around this way again. It's like I can't crawl down underneath the crawl space. And so I have to go this way. And I feel like as soon as I go out in the open, it's just gonna pop up. I got that feeling. There it goes right there. Ah. Yikes, y'all. Go ahead, climb back up there. Here comes the other one. See, that's why I just think 2 is just not necessary. I like 2 is just not necessary. Go ahead and climb up there. Jump up there. Go away so I can go out. But I hear the other one. I wonder if there's a crawl space over there. I will go over there. Look, it smells us. Oh, snap. Maybe it went away. All right, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out. Here we go. Oh, shoot. There we go. Please don't come back around this side. Please don't come back around this side. Please turn around and go the other way. Yes. Oh, shoot. What? Okay. Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What? Did it kill me? No. All right, how do I close the door? Oh no, how's it going? It didn't do nothing. Get in there and change. Come on. Whew. Yo, my heart is like beating out of my chest, family. I don't know how. Oh, snap. Wow, talk about a scripted event. We ain't make it to the end of the daggone game. What? What? What do we do? What I gotta? What's going? Wow. Oh, dang, man. We about to be turning to one of those things. Oh, dang, Amanda. So of course it has to be climactic because the face hugger was probably just getting ready to pop out or jump out. Ooh, this guy. We were right there. Get back to the airlock? What? Oh my gosh. We ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. What you got? No. We ain't got nothing. I don't know nothing. Some tell me there's gonna be face huggers that pop up. Yep. There go. There go. And these are one shot kill. They kill you, they jump on your face, it's instant kill. I need to get to that toolbox, but I gotta feel it. Nope. Alright. And I'm gonna crawl because that's not a toolbox. I'm gonna crawl because my understanding is the aliens, like, why would it do all that's why I can't stand scripted events, because why would it do all that but kill me the other times? It just didn't make sense. It made no sense. We're gonna reload though, just in case. Let me go back here. I mean, this game looks, I mean, it looked good at 3440 by 1440p. It looked good in 1920 by 1080p. Although I haven't played it, I just, when I go back and review the live streams, because I go back and review all the live streams. Which, speaking of, why haven't we been able to come across a save point? But at 4K, looks even better. Looks even better at 4K. Looks just as detailed, and I really feel like I'm in the game or in the movie. Oh, how was I supposed to see that? Yo, where? First of all, I wonder if I should load mission save. Let me see. No, I don't want that. Is it gonna? Maybe I should do current save. Bro, if it takes me all the way back, get back to the airlock. All right, I was man. All right, then we're gonna need this, and I don't even have like a lot of shotgun ammo. Maybe I can go around it to try to avoid waking it up. I don't want to wake it up, so I just go by quietly. You know what I'm saying? Just go by quietly. Oh, okay, so if you sneak past them, they won't wake up. They're like proximity symbiotes. They feed off of movement. That's how they can detect you. That's why we haven't hit a save room yet. No need to. Man, I thought we was gonna have to go all the way, go through all those two things that I'd only managed to just get away. Y'all don't understand how many times we tried. Up there it goes. I hear it. Where's my gun? What? I'm not gonna be defeated this time, y'all. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. But those things are one hit kill, so it's like I don't even know how they even spawn. Again, I'm gonna try to walk around this way. to not even wake that one up to save ammo, conserve ammo. This game at times feels like a survival game. Not a lot of like weapons on board this ship. I believe the Nostromo. If you're an Alien fan on the replay, let me know. Let me know. I like the Alien movies. Covenant was alright. Not as well, well appreciated amongst the community, but I liked it. Not this time. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on with it. Oh, got them both one shot. So we gotta creep across here. Just look how detailed this look. I hope this looks, just as detailed for me at 4K that it does at 1080p. I imagine so. Make sure ain't none trying to jump behind me. Up, I hear it. Not today. It tried. Make me go through all that again. It's like you gotta have pinpoint accuracy, because them things, man. Oh man, our motion radar detector thing. Which way? Definitely not that way. Definitely gonna go this way. That's like I hear it. It's like, why wouldn't there be aliens down here? Because the developers didn't want them. And while if you notice, that other alien didn't show up that time, it was just that one. So I wonder if the game realized I was sucking and only put one alien there this time instead of two. Let me go down here. I hear more. Oh wow! See what I'm saying? Come on, fam. Look at that. What is going on? Go through here. Yeah, I mean, I was just saying the game looks, this game is pretty old. Off the top of my head, I want to say it came out in like 2014, 2015, something like that, 2016, somewhere along those lines. But even for it to be this old, it still looks incredible. Oh, gee, wow. Is that the queen? No, that's not the queen. Whoa. They're huge. Why do those look bigger than the regular ones? Wow. Can it see me, or what's going on here? OMG. See how I was just talking about two aliens? Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Forgive me if I dry up and I don't talk. I'm like, you understand, like, no save point. All those things. I haven't seen a flashing cassette yet, which means the game hasn't auto-saved. And wow, like look at the detail in there. I mean, it looks nigh lifelike. I know games are difficult to achieve that, but believe me when I tell you that the details, even in 4K, looks really, really impressive for a game this old. Whoa. Oh my. Wow. I don't know why I jumped, y'all. Whoa. I thought it was the alien trying to break its way in. Now, why wouldn't that attract the alien? I think it might. We're gonna crawl out of here. It just still concerns me because we haven't got towards a save point. I haven't seen one. But look at this little section here of the map. And I got a feeling that we got one more shut. What the heck? What? Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that. And we have to go all the way back through there. So I was just saying about there not being no save point, man. Oh, you know what? I just walked in the fire? See, nobody told me to heal? Y'all saw me there with low life and ain't say nothing. Let me just walk right into the fire. Now we gotta do all that again simply because I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Now let's heal up. Now let's heal up. I won't get killed by the fire again. I can't make another one. All right, well, we're gonna rock with that much life. Ah, damn. Dang. So I'm like, I had no problem walking through there before. Now they want me to. I'm not trying to wake that thing. Now I gotta get lucky with my shots again. Yikes. I can't believe that. Wow. I don't I'm just I just like fire. I don't know. I just like diving into the fire. We probably should heal up again. Whoa, no, 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 no.
Come on.
That's the kind of luck we've had. And then what is essentially the first live stream of 2022? Y'all see it. This is what it is. This is what it is. All right. First things first. We gotta heal up so I don't die from another. Whoa. So I don't die from another fire. Don't have a lot, so could try to avoid the fire as much as possible. No. Hug the walls, Amanda. Hug the walls. Kid Zoo says, "Why Allie in the back talking about something? Come on." They're like, "Whose side you on, Allie?" And that was a cheap kill. Last one, like I was in that instance, I was healing. Now, I got killed by the fire. That wasn't even okay. And then these two things just it's a scripted event. Like it's going to happen no matter if I'm standing way back here, if I walk back there or not. It's designed. The game wants you to walk down there, not be able to see them. Try to line this up. Took 2 shots that time. And I can't remember if there's any more, so it's gonna chug on through here. Chug on through here. I'm admiring the game's detail and their graphics. I think there's another one that pops up. Yeah. There you go. Got you. Not this time. Look at that. See what I'm saying? How at times this feels like a survival game? 2 shotgun shells? At this point in the game? A little bit of revolver ammo. What about if I go this way? Maybe there was something over here I missed. Ain't missed nothing other than some really cool looking detail on the level. Man, they could at least drop some ammo or something back here. They just want you to walk back there and admire how pretty it looks. Let's go back over there. Let me go back. Let me go here. And then we got another scripted event. Oh, Zion was talking about Mrs. Mod. Mrs. Mod's watching her NFL team play. I ain't gonna say who it is because then it might, stir up a storm in the comment section. Well, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Got it. Ah, that's because I thought I saw more ammo. It might stir up a NFL team war in the comment section, so we ain't gonna do it. But she is watching. I mean, if you're well versed in what's going on in the NFL right now, you might have an idea on what that team might be. But we're gonna try to make it here. I'm really upset that here comes the scripted event. Oh man, oh man. Is there there's no glass window here, so that thing could have killed us. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Okay, so why do they sound like they are closer than they were the first time? There's still no going back. There's no save points. None of that. And I got a feeling you still have to crawl, or the alien would just pop down and pop up out of nowhere. So I don't know how. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I was admiring the graphics and walked right into some fire. Trying to find though. Trying to find. That's how I thought I heard one of them things coming. That's right, the thing's gonna drop down. I don't know why I jumped the first time. Now, why didn't that kill her? I fell in the fire. Why didn't that kill her? Still would like to find a save point. Should probably reload this bad boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got one revolver bullet. Don't miss, lad. The one shotgun round. Don't miss, lad. Now, I don't know. Oh, I walked into that fire last time. Right. Just trying to find stuff. I still need provisions. I still need a save point. What is going on? I mean, I guess go. The only way forward is down. Let's see. I remember being way apart. There's a lot of backtracking in this game. Now, I do remember being in this area of the game at a different time. Oh, look at that. Provisions. The game must have heard me complain about it. Still going to move slow because game wants to tell me that, yep, there's 2 aliens lurking. And we got plenty of flame, so look at that corridor down there. Like, yeah, that looks photorealistic. Maybe not realistic because it's hard to let my brain tune out the fact that it's an actual video game, but it looks near lifelike. It's the light coming through, and this isn't RTX going on here. This isn't ray tracing. This isn't real time shadows. This is just same space screen reflection and particles. Whoa! Wow! Just light from the sun out there, giving you the impression that that's actually, being reflected through that window paneling, but it's not. So 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 is it like, does it come every couple of seconds, or? So I got a feeling I can't run across there. No, so do I go that way, or I gotta go forward? Maybe forward. No, because then that's gonna make me fall down. Okay, so maybe up this way. Up, losing life here. Wow. Shake it off, Amanda. Shake it off. Do I have any more? Yep. What do y'all say? I'm gonna go ahead and use a med kit because I'm being killed by a lot of fire here. It's just the fire wants to off you. Best to have as much health as possible because I'm terrified. More so because I haven't come across a daggone save point. They got trains flying by and stuff. Whoa! I was just saying how you have trains flying by and stuff for that to just happen. Top of that, I was just saying how, well, although it looks like it did autosave, 742. Let's see. Let's see how much of that we got to go back and deal with. Oh, okay. Phew. Yeah. Oh, look at that lab green. It's lab green now. All right. How is that even on the track still? All right. I'm not as concerned or as worried simply for the fact that we wouldn't have to go all the way back, but I don't know if that was scripted, if I ran out of time. Am I supposed to keep going over? Uh yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yep, it's scripted. Wow. Yeah, so it is scripted. It would have came across no matter what. Amanda's saying too close. Yeah, I think is the next one. I probably got to get down there. I probably got to get down there. Mm. They could at least put something down here. They being stingy with this. Wow. I don't know why this game got me like Destiny's Child, jumping for my non-90s babies out there. Wow. Okay. So it's just scripted. In my opinion, from a game designer's perspective, it would have been better if she like clocked its timing. If it came like in certain intervals versus it just, coming as a scripted event. Okay. Still no save point, but look at the detail there. The electricity. Up. Sometimes we're gonna have to go through there. Yep. But let me see if there's anything good back here other than some really nice detail and this on the ship. Something. I mean, I keep big up in the developers on. They did a good job with the ship's design. Just really does give you this feeling of claustrophobia and this menacing sensation. Oh, look at that shotgun ammo, and it's just this feeling that you're being stalked by a predator you can't see. You just know they're there. You can't run. The game's auto saving for me. I haven't come across a save point. That's another clear indication we might be at the end. Uh-oh. We might be at the end. I don't like that sound though. And they just out here laying eggs everywhere. Yep, there they go. What? Those things that don't kill those things? Oh, jeez. How many more is it? I'm just some gonna pop that way too. It's like I hear what is that? Who's walking? Sound like a human. And watch the elevator's gonna fall. How much y'all wanna bet the elevator's gonna fall? Oh, dang, I'd have lost. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't bet. I'm glad I didn't bet. Wow. Well, she did fall. Something fell. What? Nope. The elevator fell. Just not when she landed on top of it. Wow. Give me this med kit. Something tells me it's about to fall. Something tells me there's gonna be some alien action going on here. Uh, wow. It's a vestibule, not the Nostromo. Okay. There's always something to do. Activate this. Release that one. I guess I'm going in the right direction. It's hard to tell. Yeah, because this is the. Oh, look at that, a save point. I mean, nope, won't let us save. All right, making sure nothing gonna try to pop up behind me. We've been in this room a couple times. This is where we had to go before the alien popped up, hitting us up, grabs by the leg, threw us down the way. So we gotta put we got an EVS over to their ship. Wow, that was real dramatic. Now I do not like the spacewalks. It is way too slow. That I will say. I do not like the spacewalks. All right. All right, let's do it. Watch the alien gonna be out there. Whoa. I gotta do what now? I guess go up here. This is it, y'all. We're near the end. Uh, they want me to jump. Now, the xenomorphs can survive in zero gravity, so or they can't. I don't know. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. But not surprised. I'm surprised to not see an alien here. Let's go back up this way. Go up here. And look, I also wanted to add that again, while the game is still handling some CPU tasks in the background, I'm actually getting at least 10 to 20% CPU utilization on all cores and threads, which is another indicator that there are a lot of CPU tasks going on in the background, although the game is being rendered at 4K. So we're gonna go in this. Why does like I've paranoid? I'm keep thinking the alien is gonna pop up even on here. Bye bye. Hopefully, like I don't have to do nothing. Duck. Just enjoy the ride. Whoa. Oh, I gotta climb out. Watch the alien gonna grab me or something. It can't be as simple as. But this is what I'm saying. The spacewalk. Watch out. Look, we could talk more about in-game settings because by the time I get up here, I wouldn't have hashed out all the additional details, everything you need to know about managing and adjusting your PC game settings. Just know, don't look at it like a gift, or don't look at it like a curse. Look at it as a gift you didn't ask for, but you know you're going to get. You can just set it and forget it. Let Nvidia or AMD auto set your settings for you. You don't have to worry about it, or you can there it goes. Prime. Oh man, what the? How do I? What do I do? Key card required. So how am I supposed to hide from the alien out here? Maybe it can't see me. Maybe I gotta do like that. What is it waiting for? Oh, it's a scripted event. It's waiting for me to turn my back. Okay. Now what do I do? And why did that thing could have got me at any point? It waits till now because the game needed it to. Okay, so now what do I do? Go down here? Why do I feel like I need to do something up here? What am I don't understand why they couldn't just like pick me up. Why I do all this extra stuff? And what am I supposed to do now? Walk by because yep, the game wants me to because it's a scripted event. Oh, had to use the key card. There it goes. And it's gonna jump. Wow. So it's just gonna sit there and put the key card in there, Amanda. Just all right. Blow the emergency release bolts. How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna blow the emergency release bolts? Blow them with what? Is it something that we gotta press or just no context? Just blow the emergency release. How? What do I do that? Where do I do that at? Where do they do that at? Wow, they're just crawling around. All right. Well, maybe I gotta do it down here. I got a feeling this isn't gonna end well. Do I go down here or? I guess so. See, and it could have killed me at any point, but it won't. Do I? Something tells me I don't blow the whatever latches down here. Nope. Look at that. So blow the emergency hatches. How? All right. Well, I gotta go back up the stairs. So your PC game settings again. They're not a curse. They can be confusing at times. Just know that if you take in Lab's advice and you've actually taken the time to research your hardware, then you will know how much your CPU and GPU, how well it works together. And if you base it off the games you play, oh, there goes the emergency access thing button right there. Okay. How did I miss that? But if you know the games you want to play and you understand the hardware required to run them, then into your PC game, jumping into your in-game settings for your PC games shouldn't really be an intimidating act. Some tells me that this is based off a puzzle. It can't be random. Okay. Okay. So that's nerve wracking hearing them in the background. Like, are they gonna just run their tail through if I do it wrong? Is it scripted to just mess up if I don't do it correctly, or what's going on? This can't be the end. If Sparta Rules was here, he would say, "Yep, objective updated. Prime the release mechanisms." Hold on, I got one more to do. Then we prime. Oh, this is prime. Watch the alien. As soon as you get that fourth one, this is when the alien's gonna attack you. There you go, Amanda. Oh man. Uh-oh. I, I think our work here is done, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, it's not. Yep, it is. Let's go back and see what happens here. Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, there's gonna be an Alien Isolation too, so rather you playing as her or not. Wow. That had to be a pretty big explosion to be able to see it in space like that. Wow. Now that I think about it, I didn't think we were done. What? Unreal. Nope. I was so wrong. All that just we haven't even got to the bridge. Look at my life. I'm like dying. Can't use anything. I don't know if I should be, crawling or should I take this? Can I even take the suit off? Nope, you can't take the suit off. So gotta stay in here. We're just gonna walk it out because okay, I thought I heard something. Uh, what's in here? Anything of use? I mean, it don't matter. We're in a daggone EVS suit. Is what they call it. So it would matter. Can't pick up anything anyway. I mean, this is like a cleaner area of the ship. And how did her suit even survive that impact? By the way. Oh, here we go. Here now we can take it off, and then we'll go to that door. No save point though, or do we just? Nope, we don't. I guess we still not supposed to take it off. Well, I guess so because she has to open up. Do something. Wow, it killed us much faster all the other times. What? What's me to do? What now? I hit it in time. Oh, dang, fam. That's a horrible feeling to be drifting in space like that. Especially if you've seen I forget the name of the movie with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. She's found. Okay. Who finds her? Dang, I was about to say, eh, what are you supposed to do? They, oh, there y'all have it. Wow. Bad habit. Let me get caught up in the chat here really quick. I got to look at it down there. Bad habit said, let's go, Pats." I'm not sure if they win. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished it. My team's not in there anyway. I'm an Atlanta fan, but there y'all have it. Uh, we've. Hold on. Who's she talking to? I was trying to hear. We were going to round it out, but I was trying to hear what she was saying. But how fitting is it that we wrap up? Oh, she's talking to the Nostromo. How fitting is it that we wrap up our first Let's Play pop up live stream game with the first live stream of the year? Now, what we will play hereafter remains to be seen. Might even do a poll for channel members to let them choose which game we're going to play. Um, Something that's a little easy to follow, something that's a little easy for me to talk, focus at the same time is at times doing that with this game was quite challenging. Harder than it at least looks, I will say that. But we got to find out what goes on at the end. So we're definitely going to stick around for the credits or post credits Marvel and just how most uh non comic book movies are actually starting to come with post credit movie scenes or post credit scenes. So we'll see how it ends here. Maybe we'll get a little bit of detail or a little bit more information on who actually found her at the end. Now, I don't know when Alien Isolation 2 is going to come out. Maybe I'll share it over on Twitter after the end of this live stream. So if you're here on the replay and you made it this far, first and foremost, thank you. Let me know down in the comment section if you have any questions about in-game settings, if you run into any potential CPU bottlenecks, and most importantly, what games do you experience these issues in, and what resolution do you play at? Because your hardware and resolution is going to play a really, really big factor on how well you're able to fully utilize those two components, the CPU and your GPU, and how well you're actually able to uh, let them work in tandem with one another. I really hope we find out who she's talking to. It'd be a little bit of a letdown if it ends with no post credit scene. I'd be even more. Oh, the network. Okay. I like this song though, right? They needed something playing like this toward the end. I mean, I'm mad the final boss just required you to, press left twice, left and right twice, and E, and that was it. And it did some other, hoopla magic back on the spacewalk back there because it got a little clunky towards the end because those aliens could have killed you at any time. As a matter of fact, I walked down the stairs, walked back up the stairs, and they still didn't attack me. Just hung out around there. So that's weird, to say the least. But wow, the game got real clunky towards the end. Sorry, I was reading some of the Clapperton. I was reading that gentleman's last name, but the game got real clunky towards the end. The hardest part was where we had previously stopped last year, and actually trying to get past that little section where both the aliens pop up. It was quite frustrating. It was quite frustrating indeed. Oh, look at that, Sigourney Weaver. She must have lended her, well, obviously lended her voice, but so many credits. Let's get to that juicy end credit scene. Let's see what we got going on. But I was expecting maybe a more robust, boss fight. Maybe a queen at the end. If canon, if the canon allowed it, maybe you had to escape a queen or stop a queen from chasing you, something like that. But it just more so seems like towards the end there, you were forced to just play hide and seek, and really your best weapon was a walking slow. When it came down to the train, your best weapon was trying to predict a scripted moment or a scripted event because it wasn't timed or anything. If it came like every couple seconds and you actually had to time it, that would have been a little bit more challenging. But it was scripted, so it just came at moments where you were supposed to run down there and duck. But this game runs really well if you're watching and you're saying, "Hey, I would like to play it." I downloaded it from the Epic Game Store when it was free, but you could probably catch it on like Steam sale for under $20 or something to that extent. And it's definitely a good play, and you can run it on, you can run it on inferior hardware. You don't need a beefy graphics card. You don't need a multi-core modern CPU even. So long as you meet the CPU requirements, which I believe is like a fourth generation i5, then you're able to run the game. It's not that demanding, and there's a lot of console corporate magic going on underneath the hood that would allow it to achieve this level of visual fidelity and still run at what seems to be a modest FPS. Now, on console, it's probably, the resolution is probably rendered at 900p for some of the OG consoles. Not sure if it's optimized for like the Xbox One and One S or the Xbox One S, but in the PS4 Pro. But most PS4 Pro titles like this will run the game at 1080p, 60 FPS, and that's essentially all you would need for this game. Even if you're interested in running it at a higher resolution for some reason, but you don't have a beefy graphics card, then 6 to 8 gigabytes should do fine for a resolution beyond 1080p. There's some long after credits, fam. Again, I'd be really, really taken back if there's no after credit scene. If that's all it was, we just got this ambiguous radio transmission, in between. But somebody in between the credits, but somebody found her here towards the end. So it'd have been really nice to know who that was. Did it make it through what has it been, like 2, 3 minutes of credits? It's a long time just to look at the scrolling text, family. Maybe a hint into Alien Isolation too. I don't know. But I was saying that if you're not following me on social media, give me a follow over on Twitter at Inside the Lab YT, Instagram at Inside the Lab YT. I will follow you back over there. The music is slowing down, so maybe that's an indication that the credits are getting ready to stop. But I'm going to look up to see when Alien Isolation 2 releases, and maybe see if we can, time a return to the Alien Isolation franchise to see what adventure holds next for Amanda Ripley. Although I will say I don't know how much more I could take of that. Like my nerves are just shot. I'm typically not affected by jump scares, but this game was able to do it, especially there towards the end. And I will admit though, a lot of the scripted events or the scripted moments were designed, to have that effect towards you. You went through it one time, you might have got that, sensation. Maybe a second time is you're not expecting it to be a scripted event. Maybe you're just thinking, hey, I just slipped up, goofed up. But there were plenty of moments in the game where that just wasn't the case, and it was just a manufactured jump scare. So while at first glance that it had that effect, but after that, not so much. And I want to skip it, but I'm concerned like I would skip the actual end credit scene. I always have that feeling when I'm playing games. Like I feel like if it doesn't pop up, give you the option to skip it, then I'm thinking that I'm just gonna not be rewarded for sitting through the credits. Like a Marvel movie or a DC movie. Although Marvel has like multiple post credit scenes. I think DC tried that same approach, but Marvel has multiple post credits, to reward the viewer, the moviegoer or the viewer for sitting through so many credits. And here we are in additional services. I don't know, fam. We'll see. I might just try to skip it to see will it just take us to the post credit scene, if there's even a post credit scene. I don't know, and we'll discuss a little bit further the benefits as that is what was described in the description quite naturally, which there's a lot of helpful tools to help you get started with your journey into getting into PC gaming. If you've come across this video or live stream and you haven't yet made the transition, start down there. You can reach me on social media. I'll be willing to help you in any way I can. All right, let's see. That's the end of the credits. All right. I think avoid making loud noises. Are we not done? Still giving me tips. And there you have it. All right, and there you have it. Ooh. All right. There was no post credit scenes. UGP Paula vlogs. It's good to see you, Paula. Not sure if you're still around, Paula. Sorry, I just saw your comment, but it's good to see you, Paula. What's happening over there in California? Good to see you. We were just wrapping up this pop-up live stream. I just wanted to just pop up and get caught up with the community here. The first live stream of the year, and we were just talking about how you can take advantage of your in-game settings to get more performance in your games, regardless of your hardware configuration. Whether that's on a beefy setup, say 15 grand to $2,000 somewhere along that way, or you're on a system that's sub $800, sub $700. You'd be surprised what you're able to achieve if you're having complications running the game at start, and say it's just not you know it's just crashing immediately after you load it. Like you can't even make it inside of the in-game settings. And this is why in some scenarios or some cases, NVIDIA GeForce Experience or AMD's, I believe it's Crimson Radeon API, will automatically set the graphic settings for you to allow you to boot up the game, and then you can make the changes thereafter if you have the hardware to do so. But if you have that flexibility and you're comfortable with your hardware, you understand what the performance FPS output and what it's capable of, and what the expected FPS output is, then you could jump into the settings and in most cases get even more by lowering some settings that aren't as important to you. Again, if you're a competitive gamer, then chances are turning up the detail and say textures or the environment or shadows, things of that nature, won't be beneficial to you. It won't make you more competitive. Sure, it may make the game look a little better, but it won't give you a competitive edge that, say, lowering your graphic settings and getting as much FPS as possible, because the more frames that are being rendered, then the less of the, less input delay or less input lag you're going to feel, and you're going to be able to respond quicker, see that player faster, and have better, hit trajectory or hit projection by being able to, have a low response time. So achieving that is one of the, I guess it's the, I wouldn't say it's the holy grail, but it is a benefit to being a PC gamer. And that is the having the flexibility to determine what's flexible to you and say what's not. Paula says gaming is going to be off the charts this year with all the gaming NFTs that I'm investing in. Yeah, it's, and I'm doing an upcoming video that's going to talk about, and it's going to be in a different kind of form, much like in the recent how to get into PC gaming in 2022 quick vlog I did. If you haven't seen that yet, head over to the home page. Now would be a perfect time to do so. I'm not sure if it's in the description box below, but the link to the most recent playlist is, so you should jump down there, give that video a watch after this one. It's quick. It's one of, typically I don't do short videos here. Typically I like long form content, like now 2-hour live streams, unplanned 2-hour live streams, and the live show will kick back into effect likely before the end of January, as I'm a little bit more set up, and I'm able to I'm able to run the live show and just get right back into an aspect that was so important or so integral to the growth here at Inside the Lab. So I really miss going live and really miss being with the community and just creating content. We did go on a mild holiday break, but here we are in the year 2022, and I'm ready to jump right into it. We have a lot of interesting stories to tell, and while the GPU situation, the silicon shortage, hasn't gotten better, and at first glance it appears that it won't get better, we just have to keep it, you know, make sure we do everything we possibly can to not be deterred from making this switch over. Z Fluent, is good to see you. Z gets the air horn. Z says, "Hey, what's happening, Z? Happy New Year to you, fam." Young family, it's good to see you here on the live show. We were just wrapping up. We beat Alien Isolation. Can I get the air horn? Yes, we finally beat Alien Isolation. We did it. That's right. Yeah. And guess what? I didn't die a lot. I didn't die a lot, y'all. I did maybe like 5 times. I'm not going to count the fire, but yeah, we did it. We did it. We beat Alien Isolation, and I'm excited to see what the next game that I decided to play here in our pop-up live stream series that we started, I believe, about a year ago. And I want to say this is our 8th video. It took 8 videos or 8 live streams to beat the game. So, not bad. Not bad at all. But Z Fluent and anybody else who just so happened to roll into the live stream, again, we've reached, we tapped out towards the end here. I just wanted to pop back in and get used to going live again and talking to the community. I believe the last live show aired right before the winter break, and I had to take care of some personal things going on, and well, that's squared away, and here we are. So, all right, fam. Again, hit the like button for me on your way in or on your way out. Check the description box for more content, and we will be back to our regular programming here in the upcoming weeks. Keep a lookout for the video that's going to talk about the current GPU situation and how all of the evidence points towards a no end for the foreseeable future. And if you're here on a replay and you made it this far, shout out to you. Let me give the replay viewers the air horn and a round of applause for our replay viewers. If you made it this far, let us know down in the comment section below. If you have any questions about like your in-game settings and how to get the most out of your hardware, feel free to ask. This community is filled with like-minded and helpful individuals that are like-minded individuals who are willing to help you. And there's no judgment here. All bills and budgets are welcome. So we love to help you get started and make that transition. That is the pinnacle of gaming on this platform, PC gaming in general. Okay, it's the best possible way to experience a video game. And if you want more content, jump down in the description box below. But that'll be all for this one. I will catch you on the next one. So until then, be easy.